Hello, everyone, and let me be the first to welcome you to Sustainability 652, Social and Economic Sustainability. I am really excited about this course. I feel like we are at a time right now in our world, in this current moment, where the intersection of social and economic sustainability has gained awareness like it never has before. I feel really lucky to be alive at this very moment, even though it can be overwhelming, um, it can be paralyzing, stifling to think about the amount of work that we have to do as social innovators in this space, in this current moment. I am a firm believer that our work as social innovators is the work of changing systems. And as a result of that view that I've developed over time, you're going to see a lot of that in our class this semester. That's what we're going to be looking at, is how can we change systems? So there can be a lot of fear in this, right? Where do I start? How do I understand what's going on in the world? How do I locate my own purpose within that space? I believe, though, that there's an opportunity for an economic protest, an economic transition as a way forward. And I think this way is gaining more momentum than ever before in the history of the world. I truly believe that. So I am very excited to welcome you and join you on this exciting journey exploring social and economic sustainability. So first I want to share that with this class, I am introducing some new books that we have not looked at before. So I'm going to ask us to first check out the syllabus. We'll just take a look through that. All right. So you will see that the syllabus is attached to the email that I'm sending to you. As well, it will be in Blackboard, of course. So just a few things I wanted to point out. I would like for you to spend some time with the syllabus. Really absorb it, really try to get an understanding of it. And if you have any questions about it or any concerns about it, I ask you to please bring those to my attention as soon as possible. I am here to work with you and really for you. And together, I believe we can really make some progress on this question of social and economic sustainability. And this syllabus was built with that intention. But if you have questions about it, if you have ideas about it, please, please, please reach out to me. So there's quite a few things in here, but as I mentioned earlier, I wanted to just point out our book list. And I'm very excited about some of these books. So for example, we are bringing in the Charles Eisenstein Sacred Economics, Money, Gift, and Society in an Age of Transition. So excited for this book. Even though it was authored in 2011, published in 2011, it still is speaking far beyond where we are right now in our economic transition. Gladwell is an old book, okay, old being 2001. Every year, my students rave about this book, and actually it's the first one that I have scheduled for us to be reading, so I look forward to that. I've scheduled Naomi Klein's This Changes Everything, Capitalism versus the Climate, and this is a sobering book, okay? For me, this is a very sobering book, but I believe it really details the question of our course, which is how is the dominant economic framework, capitalism, working within our ecosystem? How is that working, and where are the opportunities for change? Another new one, I think that's all the new ones actually, that I'm bringing to the program. So look forward to those. I will bring those to class and you will have those for your Sizzle library. I wanted to give an overview of what the assignments are going to look like for this course. There are a few key elements of our assignments. One is we are going to have 3 prototyping activities. I will explain more about what is included and what is meant by a prototyping activity at another date, like Saturday, but just know that you will have 3 opportunities to prototype elements of or all of your social innovation project as it continues to evolve. It's ever evolving, right? And then we have an opportunity for 2 more of the co-sensing journeys. These journeys, I'm going to ask you, I am going to push you, I am going to encourage you to get to the very edges of the system you are most interested in affecting. The edges of the system are where those who are most impacted by the system are located. And I want you to go there. I want you to spend time there. I want you to push further to the edge than you did last semester. That's what I'm asking you to do for those co-sensing journeys. With your 3 prototyping activities and your 2 co-sensing journeys, I'm going to ask you to keep a social innovation project journal. I'm going to ask you for a journal. It is a personal journal between you and me, and I'm going to ask you to write about those experiences and reflect upon them and connect them to our course resources in a private journal that I will be reviewing and checking out. We also have, as a very common and prominent feature of this class, discussion posts online. There is absolutely no way we will get through all of the readings in terms of a discussion of the readings in our in-person class. The in-person class time is filled with guests, it's filled with lecture, it is filled with some discussion, it is filled with focus on your social innovation project. So there's no way we're going to be able to honor all of that reading, all of that information that you're going to be absorbing through some of this resources that we're going to have in this class in class. So I have developed a discussion post framework, and I'll talk to you about the rhythm of that. But that is a good chunk of your grade, and I think it's going to provide a really great opportunity for us to extend our discussion beyond the limited time that we have in class. The final and one of the final projects is the integration project, and this integrates the course objectives with your social innovation project. It does not have to be a paper. Okay, it can be a paper, and I welcome the papers, but there are other creative ways to approach your integration project. That is why it's called an integration project, not integration paper. And then, of course, sort of the jewel of this work that we're going to embark on for the next 16 weeks is your social innovation project. We're going to have opportunities to prototype and get feedback in class. And at the end of the class, we are going to be presenting in more of a pitch format, as if we were pitching it to either investors or potential market, those who would be using or working with or be affected by the social innovation that we are proposing. It is going to be a pitch format, and I'm asking you not to write a report about your social innovation project, but to leave behind what we call a pitch deck. And I'm certain some of you are very familiar with what that would entail. So those are kind of the core pillars in terms of assignments for our project. I do now want to shift to just an overview of our Blackboard website. And this is available on Blackboard. As long as you are registered, you are able to find this. So if you see, oh goodness, if you see on the left hand there, that just went away, the left hand menu, this is kind of your launch pad. This is where you want to be. So you click on the syllabus and course schedule. There's our syllabus. There's our course schedule. And the course schedule is just an outline of what are those assignments and when are they due. So you can have that available to you. Both the syllabus and the course schedule are subject to change. I will do my very, very best to inform you as early as possible with regard to the changes. I have a rule that if I'm going to change due dates on assignments or anything like that, it is not going to be to shorten the due date. It is going to be to extend the due date. So I'm always looking to the advantage of the student, looking at from the perspective of the student, how is this going to impact the students' ability to really thrive in our learning community. So know that, but please do pay attention to the syllabus and course schedule, and it's always here for you. The next big important folder is our weekly course content, and you will see, and I have the date wrong there, I will fix that. This is under construction still. You will see our class for this coming Saturday, and within that you will find the core reading and resources. Go back. We will see our presentation and materials from class. So within this is our course agenda, or our class agenda for that session, which I will not spend too much time on, but you're happy to look at that, or you're welcome to look at that. And then here you will always see your extra resources file. These are resources that I commend to you. They are not required. They are not anything I expect you to be discussing on the boards, although you are absolutely welcome to do so and bring those in. Just make sure that you're aware that they are not one of our core assigned readings. But they are things that sort of enhance or were mentioned in the resources of the class day that we meet. So that is going to be the format always for our weekly course content. I try to get the content posted well in advance of our class because you want to know what you need to be reading by when, all of that. Okay, so that's that. And then of course we've got our social innovation journal right there, and we've got our course discussion forum right there. I will make separate videos as those things are due, giving you instruction on how to use those two tools in our Blackboard. Right now I'm going to keep moving. So next I really wanted to talk about the rhythm of the course. So the rhythm of the course works like this. I try to maintain this throughout the semester so that you are able to make plans for your daily living, right? How am I going to cram in a 4-hour graduate credit course? Well, how I do it is I make plans well in advance and I schedule it. So here's what you can expect on a sequence with that. So every Monday I send out what I call kind of an op-ed email. This email goes to the course. It is sent via Blackboard, and it talks about current events that are relevant to what we're studying that week. It may have special course announcements. It may have extra videos for you to watch at your leisure. But I do ask you to go ahead and at least glance at those emails because sometimes there are important course announcements within those emails. So you can expect one of those every Monday. I can't say when on Monday, but it will be on Monday. Okay. Then on Tuesdays are typically going to be when your original discussion posts are due. So every Tuesday you're going to have an original discussion post due. That next Thursday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you will need to have commented on 2 other students' posts. On Thursday, that very same Thursday, I will be adding the prompt for the next week on your discussion post. So if you're on discussion post number 1, then you have all that set up. I will have the prompt for discussion post number 2 on that Thursday, if that makes sense to you. So that is going to be kind of like the sequence and order of the course with regard to those consistent items. Okay, so now this video is getting a little long. So I just want to close by going to our agenda for the day. It's going to be a great day. So our agenda for the day on Saturday starts with an opening mindfulness practice, and I'm going to be implementing mindfulness as our opener and our closer every single time we meet. It doesn't matter if we're in Milwaukee on April 4th or whatnot. We are going to start and end with mindfulness. What I'm going to suggest to you is that you come before 9 o'clock, because at 9 o'clock, out of profound respect for the class and the learning community, we are starting with mindfulness. So the breakfast treats will be available at 8:30, and please feel free to come, fellowship with your cohort, get to know them again over this break. You've had a break, maybe you haven't seen each other in a while. This is your opportunity, because at 9 o'clock, we are going to start with mindfulness. I'm not going to spend too much time going through this agenda. You can check it out, but I just want to be clear that I'm looking forward to seeing you, and that we do start right away at 9 o'clock. And in the same vein of that, I assure you we will be done by 4 p.m. Okay, we will be done by 4 p.m. So I will honor both ends of the day. Absolutely. In terms of treats for the morning, we are doing something a little different this semester, and I will explain more about that after our first meeting this coming Saturday. But we're going to have a more simple spread of the food. There's going to be whole fruit, apples, oranges, bananas. There is going to be a sweetbread, and there will be coffee, and there will be tea. This is going to be what you have for breakfast. In the afternoon, their coffee and tea will continue on, and then I will also bring chocolate. Now, this may seem like a simple spread compared to what we've had in the past, and that's true. It is a simple spread, but what I am trying to do here is to open an opportunity for us to share, to actually embody in our treats, right, in our food, in our breaking of bread together, this idea of a sharing economy. So if you feel led to bring something to share, please do. We do have some food allergies in the cohort, so be clear about what is included, please, in whatever treats you bring, out of, again, profound respect for your learning community. So that's how it's going to be. To close out, I just want to, again, say, thank you. Thank you so much for spending this now 16 minutes with me, just getting an overview and an introduction for the class. I cannot tell you how thrilled I am to be teaching this class with this cohort at this moment in time. Nothing like it has ever happened before, and nothing like it will ever happen again. So join me and bring your enthusiasm, bring your hopes, bring your hesitations, bring your ideas, bring your light, and let it shine this Saturday. And I look forward to seeing you. Please do reach out if you have any questions at all. Be well.